Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Hello, 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 hello. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Hello. All right, I got it working. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my live reactions for WWE 205 Live for May 29th, 2018. And I know I'm very late on getting these videos out. You're the best. Morbid Gamer says hi and then sup. Just about to do the live reactions right now. But yes, I know I'm very late on getting some of these videos out. Well, pretty much what happened now is I'll just announce it now. I forgot to mention too, I'm the Wrestling Rundown champion. I was just so focused on trying to get that announcement out, I forgot to say it. Pretty much what happened is you're the best Morbid Gamer. Apologize for his username. No need to apologize. Really no need. But pretty much what happened is my work schedule has changed, and now I'm going to be pretty much probably working 5 days a week. So that pretty much means my YouTube update video that I made the last day of school pretty much is going to be changing because I have to really readjust my YouTube schedule since I'm going to be working 5 days a week now. I didn't obviously plan it that way. And then normally what happens is when I get home from work, since I'm so tired, I just end up going to bed and not really feel like making any videos. So I'm going to try to completely readjust my schedule. But I'm still trying to work on that. But let's get this video done. I'm here to give you guys my live reaction to 205 Live, May 29th, 2018. And I'm excited for this 205 Live. We're going to finally have it. We're going to finally have the Cruiserweight Championship match between Cruiserweight Champion Cedric Alexander versus Buddy Murphy. Now, I was considering not doing a live reactions to this match, but as you saw last week, as I said, I felt like if I didn't do a live reaction to this match, I would end up regretting it because even though I think Buddy Murphy's character is bland as hell, he's really been killing it. He's really been killing it as an in-ring performer. So, I think him and Cedric Alexander will work a really good match together. So let's just get into that. But before I get into that, let me go through. There is one WWE.com exclusive video, and of course, because I'm such a genius, I forgot to set it up ahead of time. So you're gonna have to give me a few minutes. All right, it's called Drake Maverick remains neutral before the WWE Cruiserweight title match. I'm just have to wait for this advertisement to end, and then we can get started. Luckily, it's one of those advertisements you can see.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 205 Live General Manager, Drake Maverick. Drake, we've seen superstars from Xavier Woods and Charlotte Flair voice their opinion about tonight's title match. Do you have an opinion you'd like to share?
My opinion? Dasher, I'm excited. As a fan of Cruiserweight Wrestling, I couldn't be more excited for tonight's main event. And so are the Cruiserweights in the 205 Live roster. They're going to be on the edge of their seats, and so am I.
Well, not everyone. Did you see TJP's negative tweet earlier today?
Dasher, I'm not one to play favourites, and if anybody has a problem with the way I do business here in 205 Live, as the general manager, I'm just a knock on the office door away. But to get where you want to be here in the Cruiserweight division, you have to do one thing, and that's prove it in the ring, not on social media. Take Cedric and Buddy, for example. Cedric Alexander had to overcome obstacle after obstacle after obstacle. And he achieved his dream at the grandest stage of all, WrestleMania, and became the WWE Cruiserweight Champion. And tonight, in his home state of North Carolina, and in front of all his family and friends, he has got to prove that he is going to continue the age of Alexander. And Buddy Murphy, a man with something to prove. Think about this. Buddy Murphy, a man that came into 205 Live and steam trained like a human juggernaut through the entire Cruiserweight division. He has something to prove, that he is no longer the best kept secret in the WWE. So whoever wins tonight's main event, they have my full backing as the WWE Cruiserweight Champion. Big fight feel. Let's all enjoy it.
I'm obviously looking forward to that match, and let's just get right into the match. And obviously right now it's showing the WWE then now forever thing, even though we know it wasn't always WWE. It was WWF first, and then it was WWF shortly after that. So I don't know what they're talking about there.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to present to you the new WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Cedric Alexander!
I just want to keep this simple and say from the bottom of my heart, from my family, truly, thank you. Because of your love and support on the grandest stage of them all, I walked out your new WWE Cruiserweight Champion. Buddy Murphy! Oh! Come on, man! What the heck is that about?
What was I thinking? The $1 million question. What people don't understand is that I've been in WWE for 5 years. I've had success. I'm a former NXT Tag Team Champion. You take that away from me, what am I? What have I done? Nothing. Everyone here seems to have this luxury where it's just handed to them. They haven't gone through the things that I've gone through. Buddy Murphy, he's had to put a lot of work in to stay in shape. The training, drinking gallons upon gallons upon gallons of water. It was never handed to me and never will. That's why it was up to me to make a statement. And I'm here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to become that Cruiserweight Champion.
So there's a Cruiserweight Champion. Looks like he's going to statement tonight.
And Alexander, Buddy Murphy, beat in the aisle. He promised retaliation on Buddy Murphy. We're in the age of Alexander. It's no doubt that after the form of Buddy Murphy in recent weeks that he's due a championship opportunity. And he will get that right here on 205 Live when Buddy Murphy takes on the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Cedric Alexander.
People tend to forget that I had to cut weight just the same as Buddy to make it into the division.
You talk about a commitment to his craft. He lost 22 pounds to make the 205-pound limit.
I know what it's like to do hours of cardio, drink gallons of water day in and day out. It gives you that agility, that speed you need to succeed. But it also drains your stamina. And if Buddy hasn't figured that out yet, I'm going to exploit it.
Do I think that Buddy Murphy has what it takes to become Cruiserweight Champion? Who's going to stop me?
I'm well-rounded. I can do it all and then some. And I'm going to remind Buddy of that when I retain my championship and remind him that this is the age of Alexander.
I am the juggernaut of this division and the next Cruiserweight Champion.
Seeing that video package definitely made me excited to watch 205 Live, and let's just get right into 205 Live. I'm going to do my live reactions to it. Obviously, I'm excited to watch this episode, so let's get right into it.
It is a big fight feel on the campus of North Carolina State. The Cruiserweight Championship is on the line. Will Buddy Buddy Murphy proof is no longer a secret. Or will Age of Alexander continue? Welcome to the most exciting hour on television. Welcome into 205 Live. Big Joe's alongside 9 announcers. It's these matches that we live for. Two of the very best in the division, competing on the biggest prize in the division. Above champion
Cedric Alexander.
The champion Cedric Alexander. He has held the title since WrestleMania. He defends it tonight in his home state of North Carolina in front of friends and family.
So you can see Buddy Murphy, both men gearing up for the Cruiserweight Championship match later on in the show.
The most dominant challenger to Cedric Alexander's crown to date. I'm a man with a plan.
Ooh, the Brian Kendrick's going to be in the match. We have a tag team match.
Well, guys, it is no doubt.
Obviously, the Brian Kendrick, a former Cruiserweight champion, defeated TJ Perkins at Hell in a Cell 2016 to win the championship. There you can see Drew Gulak's doing commentary for this match.
The question right off the gate is, we're getting ready for this tag team contest. Yes. Who do you think is going to win the championship match tonight?
See, it's a very big match. I'm looking forward to it very much. I'd say
it'll be Brian Kendrick and Gentleman Jack Gallagher originally started out as rivals. You know, Kendrick had attacked Gallagher doing a matchup with an umbrella, dressing like him and calling him a joke. And eventually this brought out this ruthless side of Gentleman Jack Gallagher. And it eventually led to a street fight on 205 Live where the Brian Kendrick ended up being victorious. Ooh, we're having a rematch from main event last Friday because this match happened at main event. It's going to be interesting to see how this matchup, you know, this is a bit of a rematch. You know, but let me get my prediction. If I had to predict who's going to win this match, I'm going to say this time around, Kalisto and Lindsay Dorado will win this match. Oh, he's on the promo.
Hey man, tell the party, the WWE universe, that where we like to describe them cats. Loco, lo que dice este. Who is loco, carnales? Hey, loco is Jack Gallagher and Brian Kendrick. Ellos están locos. They try to take us down, but the result remains the same every time. A victory for the top team in 205 Live. The Lucha House Party. Lucha House Party. Lucha House Party. Lucha House.
Okay, promo.
The Lucha House Party. I mean, come on.
And Lindsay Dorado and the Brian Kendrick going to start off this matchup.
I don't need to do your job for you yet again. I took the liberty of creating this literature to hand out. Percy, this is for you.
What the hell?
This is for you. And Nigel, you still have yours. Very good. I'd like to present to you Drew Gulak for Better 205 Live. Lucha and you. In it, you'll find all the information in my opinion.
But yeah, the Brian Kendrick and Gentleman Jack Gallagher, I want to continue to talk about their alliance. When they doing a match that the Brian Kendrick was having with Cedric Alexander in September, Gallagher came out and you thought he was going to attack the Brian Kendrick, but instead he destroyed Cedric Alexander. That started that alliance between Kendrick and Gallagher. And then week after week, they would take out Cedric Alexander. Eventually, Cedric Alexander would go find help. He would find his friend Rich Swann, and they ended up winning. And they ended up teaming up at TLC, which stands for Tables, Ladders, and Chairs, in 2017, and defeated Cedric Alexander defeated the Brian Kendrick and Gentleman Jack Gallagher, and then the Brian Kendrick.
They wear fuzzy costumes.
Gentleman Jack Gallagher lost a rematch to them in a tornado tag team match. Ooh, that was nice.
Jealous that you can't do what they do?
Excuse me? Jealous?
Ooh, nice Hurricanrana by Dorado. Ooh, and again. And then Kendrick and Gallagher then ended a feud with Kalisto. But because of Kalisto and the Brian Kendrick's injuries, it forced them to stop the feud in a nice splash off the shoulders of Lindsay Dorado by Kalisto.
Yes, that's right. Thank you very much. Thanks for pointing that out.
Lindsay Dorado back in
You know,
as the legal competitor. And
then eventually Kendrick made his return about a month ago to 205 Live. They were successful with the team up of Akira Tozawa and Hideo Itami.
I think you would look good with a lucha mask. What do you think? You think I would look?
And then most recently, Kendrick and Gallagher were part of the losing end of
Percy, keep your personal life to yourself.
of a tag team match between Gran Metalik and Lindsay Dorado. You gotta remember, two gentlemen, Jack Gallagher and Drew Gulak, are scheduled to wrestle each other in the first round of the United Kingdom Championship number one contenders tournament match. Tournament first round. I completely messed that up, I know.
You know they've had a rough go of it against me as of late, but I am a big
No,
fan.
lower by Dorado and Gallagher. Oh, and he kicked out.
There's the ring awareness of Jack Gallagher right there. I'm a big fan of these guys, Jack
Oh, nice.
and Brian. How about the ring awareness?
Oh, Kalisto's got the hot tag on gentleman Jack Gallagher. You obviously too, Kalisto and the Brian Kendrick in Survivor Series 2016 wrestled each other for the Cruiserweight Championship, but unfortunately, we never got to find out who was going to win that matchup due to interference from Baron Corbin.
Kalisto, all fired up. First, you need to get
Kalisto, also a former Cruiserweight champion, defeated Enzo Amore in a lumberjack match in October on an episode of Monday Night Raw.
Able to roll through, nice counter for the moment by Gallagher. And Gallagher makes the tag. Kalisto doesn't realize it, but Kendrick from behind the legal man.
The Brian Kendrick, also a former tag team champion, with his partner Paul London. They were the
Kendrick in his own right, a former cruiserweight champion.
Yeah, former tag team champion. I was about to say they were the longest tag team champions, but I forgot they're not anymore.
That they indeed are the best tag team here on Tuesday nights.
Ooh, nice cross faces by Kendrick.
Across the face of Kalisto. This is that grounded style you were talking about.
The Brian Kendrick, also a former X Division champion, defeated Abyss to win the X Division champion at TNA Destination X 2011.
So look here in paragraph 2, section 2, you'll learn about Lucha Libre is actually the art of free fighting.
Oh, nice headbutt to the ribs. Kalisto, a former two-time United States champion, defeated a nice back elbow by Gallagher. He defeated Alberto Del Rio on an episode of Monday Night Raw in January of 2016 to win his first championship. And then at the Royal Rumble later on in the year, he defeated Alberto Del Rio in a rematch to regain the championship. Kalisto, also a former NXT Tag Team Champion with his partner Sin Cara. They were known as the Lucha Dragons at NXT TakeOver Fatal 4-Way in 2014. They defeated the Ascension, and then in the longest reign in NXT Tag Team Championship reign.
Lucha Libre was a style of performance art in professional wrestling created to create a safer environment. And over the top rope goes Kalisto and
Kendrick nice
up with a boot.
Boot by Kendrick. Almost looked like a knee, not really much of a boot, but whatever.
But quickly, Brian Kendrick right back on top of Kalisto. Look how Brian just stays on top. Right there with the hole. Looking for that chin line. Pulling at the chin. He got a leg hook, too. Or the aggressive nature of Brian Kendrick. And we've also heard Brian Kendrick say, and I'm sure this is going to bring a smile to Drew Gulak's face. He wants to take
I've been going over people's Money in the Bank since the Money in the Bank pay-per-views coming up. I have been going over people's Money in the Bank history. I didn't really go over Kalisto's Money in the Bank history because he does have a Money in the Bank history. At Money in the Bank 2016 kickoff, him and Sin Cara, known as the Lucha Dragons, defeated the Dudley Boys in a tag team match.
They're groggers. Well, Kalisto able to create a little separation.
See you later.
And this could be the moment for Kalisto.
It's a chance for Kalisto to make a tag here.
Wanting to get back into this matchup. Kalisto so close, reaching out, and Kendrick able to get to the ankle at the last moment. And when Kalisto makes
and Kalisto gets the hot tag on Lindsay Dorado. Nice high cross body by Dorado. And Dorado's got the hot tag on Lee Brian Kendrick. Lindsay Dorado's been pretty impressive in WWE. Showed up in the Cruiserweight Classics. He beat Mustafa Ali in the first round. A nice power Dorado off the second turnbuckle by Dorado. He's not going to get him off of that. Come on. And then in the then in the quarterfinals, Lindsay Dorado failed to defeat. Oh, nice golden Lynch.
Well done, Kendrick to the outside.
Oh,
Lindsay. Nobody.
suicide dive right through the ropes.
That's what it takes. Go for it all. Go for broke.
High risk, high reward thus far for the Lucha House Party.
Oh, going for the shooting star press. Wait, oh, what's Gulak doing? What are you doing, buddy?
Let's say Dorado, Kendrick with the captain.
Oh, Captain Torko, what the? I like that finish. You know, because we know that Kalisto and Drew Gulak have been kind of engaged in a feud as of late. I was okay with that finish.
What is that about? Come on.
Good match. I'll give it 3 stars. So we're clearly going to get some sort of, well, we are going to get a 6-man tag team match at some point between the Lucha House Party versus Drew Gulak, D. Brian Kendrick, and Gentleman Jack Gallagher.
Let's go back to what we just witnessed moments ago. Drew Gulak playing a hand in the closing moments of this matchup.
Well, he'd had enough of how the Lucha House Party were ruining 205 Live by his own admission.
Let Brian Kendrick take full advantage and leave Lindsay Dorado with no choice but to tap. I mean, if you ask me, guys, I hate to say it actually, but that looks like a solid, unified front between Brian Kendrick.
That's what it does, and if you'd read your pamphlet originally, you'd understand why. Lucha House Party said their top team on 205 Live. Well, fellas, there's a new team in town, and they're not here to party.
Oh, speaking of teams, how about a bond that was broken weeks ago between Hideo Itami and Akira Tozawa? Guys, let's go back 1 week ago. It was Tozawa going one-on-one with Hideo Itami.
I'm going to fast forward this because I've already seen this.
To clearly put any Hideo Itami, who made a pretty...
So after that, after Hideo Itami and Akira Tozawa's match from last week, Hideo Itami took to Twitter and let me see what he said. He said, I deserve respect after that. And his Twitter handle is at Hideo Itami.
Statement as well after the fact on social media, but another superstar who's looking to make a statement here tonight also made weight, and he wants to be the next cruiserweight champion. We're talking about Buddy Murphy.
There is Murphy, the aggressive Australian.
There's Buddy Murphy training for his cruiserweight championship match against Cedric Alexander. You know, this is his opportunity to win the the cruiserweight championship, and then you see Cedric Alexander. Coming up next, we're going to have the cruiserweight championship match.
Next.
Oh, I am going to check the comments. You're the best. Morbid wants to know how to become a moderator. I have to make you a moderator. You have to be. You have to qualify for it. So.
6 feet tall, 272 pounds.
Irresistible force, Nia Jax, the baddest woman.
All right. So there's and he also says hi. If there's no other comments, I'm just gonna hit fast forward.
Next Monday, 8/7 Central, only on USA.
The campus of NC State, the home of the Wolfpack, and tonight the home of one of the most anticipated title matches in 205 Live history. WWE Money in the Bank is presented by WWE Champions of Mobile Games. Download WWE Champions now and enter code STRONGSTYLE to get a free Nakamura character.
See if I Gold Bond Men's Essential Body Powder and Spray. Stay cool with Gold Bond.
And I mentioned one of the most anticipated championship matches in 205 Live history. We are moments away from the highlights.
All right, coming up next, we have a cruiserweight championship match. Cruiserweight champion Cedric Alexander versus Buddy Murphy. Actually, not coming up next. It's still the Sunday night, actually.
All day, one of the biggest matchups in 205 Live history, and everyone has an idea of who they think will win the cruiserweight title tonight.
Or retain it. Was Mustafa Ali.
Buddy Murphy is the strongest, hardest-hitting contender on 205 Live. Believe me, I know that better than anyone else. But if he thinks he's going to be the one to take the Cruiserweight Championship off of Cedric Alexander's shoulder, he's got another thing coming. I mean, I did tell Cedric, friend to friend, that if anyone's taking that title off of him, it's going to be me.
He's going to win tonight. Let's think about it. Buddy Murphy has been unstoppable. He wants it more. He's worked harder. And most importantly, he's the better athlete. It's obvious. The age of Alexander ends tonight.
So I like this promos getting it up, puts over the Cruiserweight Championship match.
General Manager Drake Maverick. Drake, we've seen superstars from Xavier Woods and Charlotte Flair voice their opinion about tonight's match.
I guess I jumped the gun. I thought it was
I'm gonna be on the edge of the seat. My favorites, and
I already saw this, so I'm
to
gonna
be here in the Cruiserweight. Alexander had to overcome in his home state of North Carolina and in front of.
I didn't know that it wasn't actually
a man with some
on the network. Well, I didn't know it was on the network. I didn't know it was in this episode. So
WWE Cruiserweight Champion. Big
Chase, this is going to be one hell of a match.
Let's all enjoy it.
With that, the time for talking is over, and that includes.
All right, now we have a Cruiserweight Championship match. Let's get right into it. It's going to be Cruiserweight Champion Cedric Alexander versus Buddy Murphy. Now I got to give my prediction. You know, this match has been built up for 2 months. I'm going to say that Cedric Alexander retains his Cruiserweight Championship for 2 reasons. One, I'm not really a huge fan of Buddy Murphy. I don't really care to see him win the championship, even though he's been a really good wrestler. He just doesn't really have the character and all that stuff. And I think Cedric Alexander is going to run through opponents, and I don't know who he's going to finally lose the title to, but I'm going to say Cedric Alexander is going to retain the Cruiserweight Championship. You know, obviously, this all started when Buddy Murphy made his debut in the Cruiserweight Championship tournament. He defeated Arya Daivari in the first round, and then Buddy came up just short against Mustafa Ali. But then when Cedric Alexander ended up going through everybody in the tournament, going through the lights of Grand Metalik, Grand Metalik, TJP, Roderick Strong, and then finally Hideo Itami, and became the Cruiserweight Champion. Afterward, he had his championship celebration, and then Buddy Murphy came out and laid him out. And Buddy Murphy was supposed to have a Cruiserweight Championship match against, because Buddy Murphy's looked impressive himself. You know, Buddy Murphy has victories over Kalisto. He won a Fatal 4-Way match involving TJP, Akira Tozawa, and Kalisto. Then eventually went on to defeat Mustafa Ali. But when he didn't make the weight limit, he was supposed to have his title opportunity at the Greatest Royal Rumble. And when he didn't make the weight limit, he got his title opportunity taken away from him. And then Cedric Alexander attacked Buddy Murphy, and this caused 205 Live general manager Drake Maverick to have to win this matchup. Obviously, both men have accomplished a lot since they've been in WWE. Buddy Murphy is a former NXT Tag Team Champion. He won the tag championships with Blake, defeating the Lucha Dragons on an episode of NXT in 2015. I think it was in February or March. I don't remember exactly which one. And Cedric Alexander, I already mentioned his title when.
And it's hard to be a champion. It's hard to stay one.
The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship. Introducing the challenger from Melbourne, Australia, weighing in at 203 pounds, Buddy Murphy. And his opponent from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 200 pounds, He is the WWE Cruiserweight Champion, Cedric Alexander. Well, this one is about the Cruiserweight Championship. We're on the campus of North Carolina State.
You know, Cedric Alexander has had an interesting career path in WWE. He was part of the Cruiserweight Classics, had to lose 22 pounds to be a part of that tournament. I don't remember who he defeated in the first round.
It is about hashtag Cruiserweight title here tonight.
Buddy Murphy acting like he's going to shake his hand. No. Ooh, Buddy Murphy playing a little bit of mind games with Cedric Alexander.
With the champion. I asked Nigel how Murphy could capture the title. Percy, how could Cedric
Alexander defeated Clement Pertoit in the first round, but failed in the second round to defeat Kota Ibushi. But that match made people really take notice of Cedric Alexander. It made people really want to see him signed by WWE. So everybody chanted, "Please sign Cedric," which caused COO Triple H to come out and give the thumbs up of approval. And then Cedric Alexander debuted in a matchup on Monday Night Raw in a fatal four-way Cruiserweight Championship number one contenders match in September of 2016. And also in that matchup was nice reversal. Cedric was Glenn Metalik, D. Brian Kendrick, and Rich Swann, but Cedric Alexander failed to win that matchup. And then Cedric Alexander started to make his name in Monday Night Raw. Eventually, when 205 Live premiered, he got into a feud with Noam Dar over Alicia Fox's coat. I forgot to mention Cedric Alexander's also made a few NXT appearances. He defeated Andrade Cien Almas in his NXT debut, and then him and Andrade Cien Almas were part of the second annual Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classics, where they lost in the first round to the Revival, which caused Almas to turn on him, and then Cedric Alexander had a match with them on the NXT following NXT TakeOver Toronto, where Almas was victorious there. Ooh, nice. Ooh, Buddy Murphy landed on his feet.
Matched in terms of agility.
Oh, nice. Oh, landed on his feet again. Well, Cedric Alexander landed on his feet anyways.
Two evenly matched superstars, but
you know, both.
Again, Cedric Alexander playing to the hometown crowd. Percy, what is the major difference to you between the champion and the challenger?
Oh, nice takedown by Buddy Murphy.
Championship. Murphy wants to tell the world that he's here, that he's always been here. He's in this for the fame, the glory. Not Cedric. Cedric just wants to fight and just become the best. And that he is.
Oh, and another head scissors.
Murphy off his feet. Murphy all the way to the floor. They're both in it for the same reason. Putting on the brakes.
Both men are at stalemate right now.
That reason is to be the champion, to be the very best.
That's Cedric Alexander. Yeah, you always forget, too, this is Cedric Alexander's hometown, and a nice drop kick by Alexander.
And Alexander into the cover, and Murphy out at 1.
You know, Cedric Alexander, like I said, got in that feud with Noam Dar, but then eventually he ended up getting injured, so that kind of cut the feud short. And then eventually when he came back, he blew off his feud with Noam Dar, defeated him in an I Quit match. And then he got into that feud with D. Brian Kendrick that I already talked about. And then eventually Cedric Alexander became the number one contenders to Enzo Amore's Cruiserweight champion. But then obviously because of this rape allegations that happened with Enzo Amore and when he was fired. Oh, nice drop kick through the ropes. Ooh.
Murphy's in trouble.
Oh, suicide dive. Oh, Murphy sent right over the announcer's table. You know, Cedric Alexander, too, then afterwards went through that tournament and won the Cruiserweight title at WrestleMania, defeated Mustafa Ali. And then he had his first successful Cruiserweight Championship title defense at the Greatest Royal Rumble, defeating Kalisto.
Alexander, bad intentions on top of the announce table now.
Oh my gosh, right on the announcer's table.
Did you see Alexander?
Oh, back suplex into the apron.
And again, Buddy Murphy can't win.
Oh, into the barricade. Oh my gosh. Buddy Murphy is absolutely destroying Cedric Alexander.
Bullseye on the back of Cedric Alexander.
And Murphy wisely breaking the official's count, knowing the champion's advantage. And Murphy getting Alexander back into the ring.
Oh, a nice kick right to the back.
Fortune has certainly favored Buddy Murphy.
You know, Buddy Murphy's had an interesting career path in WWE. Oh, another kick to the back. You know, Buddy, oh, again. No way, you're not going to get him off of that. Yeah, Buddy Murphy ended up started out as enhancement talent originally in NXT, and then he started teaming up with Blake, and they were an enhancement tag team for a while until they finally got a surprise victory over the Vaudevillains, and then they obviously won the NXT tag team titles again for Lucha Dragons the next week that I've already talked about, and then they retained the NXT tag team championships against the Lucha Dragons at NXT TakeOver Rival. Oh, nice hot Irish whip by Murphy. And then Blake and Murphy got into a feud with Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy for the championships. They retained it against them at NXT TakeOver on Unstoppable when Alexa Bliss ended up joining up with Blake and Murphy. And then they lost the NXT Tag Team Championships to the Vaudevillains at NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. And then pretty much shortly after that, Buddy and Blake and Murphy ended up, kind of started to have a little bit of a dissension as a tag team, and ended up breaking up as a tag team. And Buddy Murphy, though, has gone on to have some pretty impressive showings against the likes of Kota Ibushi and Shinsuke Nakamura in matches. Oh, another kick right to the back. Then eventually, I remember in his hometown of Australia, he got a pretty decent reaction when he teamed up with Ty Dillinger to face Bobby Roode, Totally Awesome, Mark Roode, or Bob Roode for short, and Elias Sampson in a tag team match where they were victorious. And then pretty much you never really saw anything out of Buddy Murphy until he came to 205 Live, and I kind of already gone through his history in 205 Live. So Buddy Murphy's winning this championship will mean a lot to him. It would really put him on the map.
It's pressure on the spine where the damage is done already. That inflammation is starting to get worse.
Cedric is trying to find a way to get on his feet, to generate some offense, and even better to create a little space between him and Buddy Murphy.
And the WWE Universe trying to rally Cedric Alexander here at the Cruiserweight Championship.
Oh, and a nice blow right to the back.
Trying to end this match as soon as possible. The longer this goes, the more that lower back is going to seize up.
Easier said than done right now.
Oh, and a forearm by Alexander.
Oh, what an uppercut. And the champion building some momentum in this matchup.
Oh, suplex.
Murphy hoisting up Alexander.
Oh, and a spinning back kick to the ribs, it looked like.
Grabbing in his lower back. There's a lot of damage done.
Oh, Alexander charging in.
Oh, Insecurity right up to the back of the head.
We call him the heart. We call him the soul. He is digging down deep tonight.
Oh,
Alexander.
Oh, he caught him right into a drop kick.
Cover, cover, cover. Big opportunity.
Alexander might not know where he's at. Hooks the leg. That's Murphy and Alexander out at 2.
And every time Alexander kicks out, more damage to the lower back. With that damage done now, it makes Alexander even more difficult for him to string any moves together.
Let's take a look at this right here. Cedric Alexander off the top rope. Thought he had something going, but Buddy Murphy thought otherwise, taking Cedric completely out of the air.
The other thing that Murphy mentioned to me earlier, he said he's had 2 weeks. He's done nothing but watch tapes of Cedric Alexander. He scouted Alexander.
Oh, a double knees right to the back of the neck.
Alexander goes Buddy Murphy.
Driving the knees into the lower basement of the spine.
Oh, super kick by Alexander. Both men are down now.
That was out of complete desperation by Cedric Alexander.
There's no doubt Alexander's toughest test.
This has actually been a pretty good match so far, actually.
Trying to rally to retain his championship.
The super kick from Alexander really hurt Murphy. You can see him there. Trying to gain his marbles, figure out where he is.
To be the true measure of these competitors right here, it's all about who wants it more.
Murphy up to his feet first.
This is the opportunity both superstars wanted. Murphy. The forearm. And Alexander answers back.
Both men starting to show signs of fatigue.
See, those rights by Murphy aren't as strike or as stiff as they were to begin this match.
Oh, he caught his foot.
To the right foot.
Trying for the open-handed palm strikes.
Oh, spinning back elbow.
Murphy's rocked.
Alexander looks to follow up.
Oh, he's gonna. Oh, come on. Kick his fucking head off. Fucking pussy grabbing his trunks. Come on.
Hold on.
Oh, flip dive right outside the ring.
This is where Cedric Alexander's superior athleticism comes into play right here.
Athleticism, also adrenaline at this point in the matchup. A lot has been taken out of Alexander, courtesy of Buddy Murphy.
That's his cardiovascular ability as well, but it may have cost him when he landed on the outside.
Springboard clothesline. Does he have him here? No, he doesn't.
Another look if we can. That beautiful somersault sent onto the outside. But look how Alexander lands on the outside.
Auto.
Must have done damage to the back.
No backing.
Cedric Alexander going for one more right here. I thought this was it, but Buddy Murphy found some way to kick out.
With Murphy rocked now, Alexander is able to follow up.
And they are on their feet.
Oh, right to the ropes. Nope. Hands on.
There's Alexander trying to retain his cruiserweight title.
Fist right to the face.
Alexander springboard.
Oh, went for the springboard flatline. I've got caught with a boot by Murphy.
Where we go again? Here he comes.
Oh, a flip dive by Murphy. This match has been really damn good.
These two competitors are leaving absolutely nothing on the table.
Well, Murphy hit the table hard. And give credit where credit is due, Percy. Buddy Murphy willing to destroy himself, to destroy Cedric Alexander, and call himself champion.
What an incredible athleticism, but ultimately Alexander has the champion's advantage.
Murphy all the way to the top.
Oh, went for a double knees.
Charging in.
Oh, Michinoku driver. Oh, and a kick out.
A face of disbelief on Alexander.
Buddy Murphy almost instinctively.
I love the way he's selling it too. Like he can't believe he kicked out of it. Like the facial reactions he's having and stuff.
Buddy Murphy. He came in here and he said he was good enough to be champion. But he's nearly proved it.
We're going to learn about Alexander right now. He's going to have to find a way to get creative and show Buddy Murphy something different.
Alexander almost using whatever's left in the tank to try to
go for the lumbar check. Oh, he can't get him up because of his back.
But the back knock to the lower back of Alexander.
Alexander looking for that lumbar check, but Murphy dropping the hips.
Once again, trying to hoist up Buddy Murphy.
Auto.
Oh.
Gotta go see what's going on. What's one? Come here. What's going on? Come here. No barking. No barking. This is what happens when you go unedited sometimes.
The answer to the right foot. And Buddy Murphy.
Oh. What was that? Oh, a knee right to the head.
To the bridge of the nose. And Murphy now using that.
Oh, nice suplex by Murphy. He got him right here. No, he hasn't.
Incredible running suplex. More impact. Somehow Alexander kicked out. What a match. Cruiserweight title on the line. Could go either way at this point.
Percy, how much has been taken out of the Cruiserweight champion as that smile comes across the face of Buddy Murphy?
You got to think Alexander's got to be running on all those right now, but he is a champion. He's been here before. He's been in brutal matches.
Talked about bad intentions earlier, Nigel. How about the intentions now in the eyes of Buddy Murphy?
He's trying for that suplex that he hit on Kalisto when they last competed. If this hits, it's
oh no, Cedric fighting out of it.
Murphy clubbing blows, trying one more time to hoist up Alexander. Alexander wisely into the ring.
Oh, insecurity by Alexander. Gotta take the dog out. Sorry about that. Let's get back to the live reactions.
Alexander.
Oh my gosh! Flat springboard flatliner right on the apron. And remember, Cedric Alexander could win the match by countout. It doesn't affect him. They both can just stay out there. Cedric Alexander can just stay out there, but if Buddy Murphy wins by countout, it doesn't get him the championship.
Buddy Murphy's willingness to destroy himself to win the Cruiserweight Championship, but how about Cedric Alexander's willingness to do whatever it takes to retain his championship?
It speaks volumes about the prestige of the championship and how both men will do anything to win it.
Officials count. It's up to 5. If it's a double countout that doesn't help Buddy Murphy, Cedric Alexander would retain the Cruiserweight title. Referee's up to 7. He's now at 8.
Oh, we might have a countout here.
He's at 9. No, come on. And Alexander.
No, they both just got in.
Getting in at 9.5, almost 10. Wow.
No one wanted to see this match end like that.
And look at the eyes of Cedric Alexander. Look at the eyes of Buddy Murphy.
Gotta love the competitive nature of Cedric Alexander, not wanting the match to end that way, getting in before the count of 10.
This is what the Cruiserweight Championship means to both superstars.
Oh! Nice right hand by Cedric Alexander.
Alexander looking for that patented neuralizer.
Oh, wait for the neuralizer. Counter. What's this?
Wait. Look at the strength of Buddy Murphy.
What was that?
Murphy for the title.
That was like a razor's edge into a DDT.
How did Cedric Alexander kick out of that? Absolutely incredible showing of fortitude from both superstars. But you have to believe Alexander is one move away from losing that championship.
What about Buddy Murphy being one move away from losing to Cedric Alexander?
You might be right.
Alexander trying to regroup himself. Buddy Murphy trying to do the same. Who wants it more?
Nice face off.
I think these competitors have thrown everything at each other.
Oh, both men now really starting to go at it.
Right hand from Alexander. Block.
Oh, what was that? Oh, went for a pump. Oh, insecurity by Alexander. Oh, nice right hand by Murphy. Nice uppercut. Oh, what the? Oh, running knee by Buddy Murphy.
Again at the last moment, just getting his shoulder up.
How is Alexander finding ways to kick out time after time?
Guys, this is why 205 Live is the most exciting hour on television. Buddy Murphy's looking to lock in.
Murphy's Law, here it comes. Here comes Murphy's Law. Murphy's Law.
It's all over, Nigel. It's all over.
Oh, Murphy's Law. Oh, rolls him up, rolls him up. No. Oh, power bomb.
Shoulders down. Alex,
oh, another knee to the head. No, I said Alexander kicks out again.
Look at the face of Buddy Murphy.
Buddy Murphy can't even believe it. I asked what must be going through the mind of Cedric Alexander. Well, guys, what must be going through the mind of Buddy Murphy right now?
I mean, simple. What is it going to take for him to put away Cedric Alexander to become champion tonight?
The lesser man would have been beaten 5-10 minutes ago.
Oh,
Alexander.
Neuralizer. Is he going to hit him with the...
This could be his moment.
This is it right here.
Is he going to hit him with the lumbar check? No.
Trying again.
Oh, another no Eliza.
Challenge Murphy inside out. He's getting right.
Oh, another lumbo check. This is it right here. Yes, it is. That was a really good match. I'll give it 3.5 stars. I thought it was really good. And look at how nice is it that the actual hometown guy actually won in his hometown. What a novel concept that is.
Look around, guys. The WWE Universe on their feet for the Cruiserweight Champion.
Well, what a match. Lived up to expectations and then some.
What's the matter? So yeah, Cedric Alexander dethroned another challenger. Going to be interesting now who will step up to try to take the Cruiserweight Championship. But what a really good match this was.
Turning point early in the match. Squeezing the leg out. Damage done to the lower back.
Buddy Murphy continued to put it on, attacking the lower back of Cedric Alexander, finding a way to slow down the champion.
And the brutal attack would continue from Buddy Murphy, but it would be Cedric Alexander who would try to turn things around but get caught once again. Boom!
Powerbomb, deep folding press. Somehow Alexander kicks out once and then
was able to dig down deep, the heart of a champion on display from the Queen City's favorite son.
This is the turning point right here. The champ finding his win, connecting to the side of the ear of Buddy Murphy, realizing he just created a golden opportunity, which set up this.
And he didn't connect just once, also twice. Taking out Buddy Murphy, which set up for his patented lumbar check.
Driving the knees into the spine, driving all the wind out of the chest, hooking a deep pinfall cover, and retaining the Cruiserweight title.
You got to think Buddy Murphy put Cedric Alexander to the very limit, but Alexander was able to come through on top and retain his Cruiserweight Championship in the match.
Cedric Alexander looking out at his mom, at his brother. Guys, there is no doubt that the age of Alexander is alive. They're on 205 Live.
That was a really, I thought this was actually a really good episode of 205 Live. I'll give it an 8.5, which is a B+. I really enjoyed it. So overall, I really enjoyed this episode of 205 Live. Really don't have anything left to say about it. I pretty much said everything. I'm going to review it tonight on the Wrestling Rundown, so tune into the Wrestling Rundown. That's pretty much it, guys. Talk to you later.